I want to go into a little rant here
Go
about a
ahead.
movie I watched. It's called Zombie Strippers. It came out in 2008. So the leading actors were the guy who played Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street
Okay.
and Jenna Jameson, the porn star.
I don't know that.
She's a retro porn star, like a VHS tape like porn star.
Oh, okay.
Like I
What's her
think
name?
Jenna Jameson. Like I think the dude in American Pie was spanking his meat to her in like the opening scene. But
Check her out.
so while Ben does that, I'm going to talk about this movie. So the first like 15, 20 minutes, this movie's only an hour and a half long. So the first 15, 20 minutes were kind of a blur to me. But what I gathered was there was a zombie like drug they were testing and some army base. And the zombie got out and it ran to a strip club. So the rest of the film takes place in the strip club. And the Jenna Jameson's like the huge headline stripper of this place, and Freddy Krueger is like this weird ass owner, and he works with this Mexican janitor who's very clearly white, so it was like super racist. Like he's just a chubby white guy. Like if you weighed like 15 more pounds and dyed your hair black and just had the mustache,
Did he put on like Mexican face for the
it was a
role?
fake mustache, and he kept saying Holmes and shit in the essay, like throughout the movie. And then he dies in like this heroic stand. But anyway,
How heroic.
it was just complete bullshit. So let me get into this before I get off track. So Jenna Jameson's doing the dance. She gets attacked by the zombie, and the strip club killed the zombie. Like the people working there, I think the DJ punched it to death. And so she got bit and she died for like a second, and then she gets up and goes back to her like station in the back room. And she had like a private one. And so all the other strippers are like real concerned, and they're like, what the fuck, like she was just dead. And so I forgot the main character, the main stripper girl is this like Christian girl,
Okay.
and she's only stripping because her grandma needs a colonoscopy. Like, I'm not making that up. Like, that's actually what happens. So, so she starts stripping and she sucks on stage or whatever. And then I told you there's a lot of moving parts in this movie. So Jenna Jameson comes back out. Like, she just says nothing. She just walks out covered in blood, like shit missing from her neck, and dances. And she just absolutely kills it. Like, the crowd goes nuts, and she grabs a dude. She's like, come with me to the back room. She brings him in the back room, and then very graphically, it shows her eat this man's penis. And then, yeah, like you can see it in her mouth.
Ah.
And then once she does that, the guy's still bleeding in the chair. She goes, but there's more, and then goes back and eats his balls. And it's very graphic. So, I'm not making this up. So, anyway, so as the movie progresses, she starts like biting all the other strippers because the other strippers are asking her to, because they want to be as good of a stripper as she is, because the zombie enhances her dancing abilities. And the crowd's still going nuts, and Freddy Krueger's like,
This
"This
dude
awesome."
live?
What?
The dude that got his dick
No, he died. And so
Okay.
after he died, Freddy Krueger was like, this is great for business. Like, we just got to clean up the body. So he makes a fake Mexican guy clean up the body every single time. And so it's like rinse and repeat throughout the whole movie. He locks the doors. So everyone in there is just like the strip club's packed. And so strippers are just killing people and dancing and repeating. And then as the movie goes on, the strippers start to get like raggedy ass old zombies. And so they're starting to lose their touch. Like fingers are falling off and shit. And then like people are becoming more infected. Like the guys that are dying become zombies too. And so Freddy Krueger's like, this is when the movie takes a turn for the great, like just to become incredible. So they're all locked in, like all the people that aren't zombies. Like the Christian girl and her boyfriend and Freddy Krueger and like two other strippers and the Mexican janitor, fake Mexican. So they're locked in the room, and Freddy Krueger's sitting behind his office desk with a gun, and he's like, what the fuck? He was like, oh, I thought you guys were infected, and then they're like, no, do you have more of those? And Freddy Krueger pulls out a fucking NRA card and goes, do I have more of these? He's just got a bunch of guns. And then he was like, I don't know how to turn the safety off, though. And they're like, what the hell do you mean? You have a million guns. He's like, yeah, but I just have the card, you know? And so they go out there, they fight a bunch of zombies, and then there's too many zombies, and then the government comes in, like the people from before that I wasn't really paying attention to, and they get all their clothes ripped off. So the army people are pretty much butt-ass naked too. So all the zombies die, and then Freddy Krueger dies, the Mexican guy dies. And
Heroic stand, though.
yeah, and then the Catholic girl's like, I'm not going to be a stripper anymore, and the movie ends.
That movie sounds electric.
So I decided to start doing a scale, because I'm going to rate good movies out of 10, and then shitty bad movies out of 10. So, like, if a shitty good movie. So, like, if a movie's so bad that it's good, it gets a higher score. But if it's shitty, I'm going to get a lower score. So I'm going to give Zombie Strippers a 7 out of 10. Because the beginning sucked, and I don't really remember the ending. But the whole middle part of the movie is just perfect cinema.
I would have said a 9 or a 10.
No, the beginning really doesn't grab you, and the movie's only like an hour, 20 minutes.
That's perfect for a movie.
Yeah, but like the first 20 minutes, you're like, oh, dude, what the fuck is happening?
Dude, you got an hour.
Yeah, you get an hour of greatness. But like the 20 minutes of it, you need to put something in there.